for more on the current mess in the cricket setup, which seems to be just growing every day. With me tonight, I have Dr. Madan Oberoi. Now, he's joined CP of the Special Cell of Delhi Police. Of course, the whole Srinivasan case is being handled by that special cell. I'm also joined by Kirti Azad, Lok Sabha MP of the BJP, but who's been fighting a battle against another senior BJP member, Arun Jaitley, regarding what's happening in Indian cricket. I'm also joined by Shailendra Singh, MD of Percept India, one of the firms which first started the word sports management here. And of course, management is being used in very different ways now, but that's a completely legit firm. But Dr. Oberoi, thanks so much for coming in. So many leaks have been coming from the police off the record. What is the actual evidence you have against Srinivasan, the other two cricketers with you? Are you confident your case would stand up in court? Because many people are now saying this is just being made into a big fuss to divert attention from other scams.
Ma'am, first of all, I'd like to say that we have a foolproof case. The investigation is going on. I hope you'll understand that I can't discuss the evidence we have at this stage in our studio. We'll be presenting sufficient evidence in the court, and we are very confident that we have a very strong case.
This despite what's being called the turf war with the Mumbai Police, the fact that the CCTV footage of Srinivasan's room has not been given to you, the fact that the Delhi Police actually left behind the laptop and iPad in his room.
No, you have to understand it from the, you have to look it from the correct perspective. And the fact is that Srinivasan was not playing Mumbai match. Srinivasan had played in Mohali, where there is an allegation of, which we are investigating, that some over was fixed. In Mumbai, he was not playing, and besides the hotel where the team was staying, he was staying in some other hotel. What I can say, and I can assure, that we have sufficient material irrespective of laptop and the iPad. We are very confident of our case.
So why did you leave that behind?
Because at that point of time, we were not aware that he has taken a room outside the team hotel, and the first duty was to produce him in the court in Delhi within 24 hours.
Some of the theories that have been coming out seem unbelievable. Why would a cricketer need money to buy a Blackberry phone? Why would a cricketer need money to buy jeans? It seems sometimes that the Delhi police are trying to fix Srinivasan.
And why would we do that?
I don't know, but why would a cricketer need money to buy a Blackberry phone?
No, it's not like that. You see, 10 lakh was paid as advance, and 10 lakh has been spent by Srinivasan. And it is not only the money spent on Blackberry or on clothes, we are going into each and every details, even minutest detail, what has been done, and we are collecting evidence for that. So if Blackberry happens to be one of that pieces, just because he may not need money for Blackberry, doesn't mean that we should not collect evidence for that also. After all, what we are saying is that it is proceed of a crime, and it has to be accounted for.
Right. And of course, this has to be proved in court also. But just to ask, we now hear that the Delhi police is widening its investigation into all matches played by Rajasthan Royals. We know that one of the umpires who actually umpired that controversial match has been dropped by the ICC on the Champions Trophy. Are there more players involved? Are there more umpires involved? Is this about more than 3 cricketers and 3 matches?
Ma'am, we have been saying from day one that as a responsible police force, we are very careful about the reputations which would be at stake. Yes, we have information about other players, we have information about other matches. We are developing those information. Once we have something very credible, only then it would be right on our part to name anybody.
Kirti Azad, if you can come in here, you've heard the Delhi police, they're being very cautious about what he's saying they need evidence, but indicating some concerns about other players and the larger aspect as well. You've been banging on about this for a while, and in fact, many have said that this is part of your own personal agenda. Do you think it's a larger problem with cricket, or is this isolated and we need to work together to fix the problem? Or is it, as many are saying, there are just too many politicians involved in IPL now?
Well, it's never been a personal problem. If it was, I'm sure you all channels wouldn't have been covering this case for the last 7 or 8 days since the expose has come out. I have been talking about it for a very long time. I had been raising this issue in my own association. And then obviously you know what happened. Last year I sat on a dharna outside DDCA asking for transparency, accountability and responsibility being fixed. You know, there is this committee sitting on investigating within the BCCI regarding the fiasco of the South Africa IPL that we had. The standing committee of Parliament and Finance headed by Shri Yashwant Sinha said that the FEMA regulation, the RBI regulation were all violated, foreign exchange regulations were violated. Then you also had money laundering. We didn't know where the money came in for the franchisees, and now you find spot fixing and other things and gambling that is going on. So we are talking about Blackberries. I think that is basically being penny wise and pound foolish. It can't be just 3 cricketers who would be involved in a 40,000. So it is alleged that 40,000 crore betting going on in this IPL. I'm 100% sure that it is either the underworld money, which obviously you found links. It could be the mafia money, it could be the arms money, it could be the drugs money. All this money cannot be just produced. A local man wouldn't give this kind of money, this kind of liquidity with his black money. So it has to be from somewhere abroad. I've said that NIA should come in along with Interpol should investigate. Now with Mumbai Police and Delhi Police, as it seems at loggerheads, the best would be to form an SIT under the NIA who coordinates amongst all the various police commissioners and other police officers or states who have been involved in it, get into the bottom of it, which is most necessary.